Good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Maite Chica Isa Paola, your cameras.
Let's look at this dialogue. How do you feel? Not so good. What's the matter? I have a headache. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's look at different types of health problems. Pay attention to the article that goes before each health problem, and note that sometimes there are no articles. I have asthma. Asthma. I have a backache. A backache. I have a broken leg. A broken leg. I have a cold. A cold. I have a cough. A cough. I have an earache. An earache. I have a fever. A fever. I have the flu. The flu. I have a headache. A headache. I have heartburn. Heartburn. I have measles, or I have the measles. Measles. I have a rash. A rash. I have a sore throat. A sore throat. I have a stomach ache. A stomach ache. Notice the difference in spelling. I have sunburn. Sunburn. I have a toothache. A toothache. Let's practice. Complete the blank spaces. How do you feel? Not so good. What's the matter? I have a headache. I'm sorry to hear that. How are you? Not very well. What's wrong? Or what's the matter? I have a cold. I'm sorry to hear that. What's the matter? I have a backache. What's wrong? I have a broken leg. What's the matter? I have a cough. What's the matter? I have a fever. What's wrong? I have a sore throat. What's the matter? I have sunburn. Health problems. Asthma, a backache, a broken leg, a cold, a cough, an earache, a fever, the flu, a headache, heartburn, measles, a rash, a sore throat, a stomach ache, sunburn, a toothache. How do you feel today?
All right, those are health problems. You have to learn them. What day is it today?
Wednesday,
How about the month?
July,
The date? The date?
12th,
And the year?
2023.
What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today, guys?
It's closed.
All right, it's cloudy. Complete with either should or shouldn't. So you can make complete sentences. Complete sentences. 0. You have a cough. Sorry. What should you do? If 0, you have a cough. 1, you cut your finger. 2, you burn yourself. You burn yourself on a hot pan. 3, someone faints. 4, someone breaks his or her arm. 5, a bee stings you. 6, you get a rash. 7, you have a headache. 'Here you are the treatments. So you have to make full sentences joining them. Take a pill. Put a plaster on it so you can stop the bleeding. Bleeding. Wake that person up instead from wake that person up instead call for an ambulance. Take antihistaminics. Take antihistaminics. Put the burn in cold water. Apply a cold compress or ice. Move the person or his arm. Move the person or the broken part. And finally, drink a cold syrup. What you have to do here? What should you do if you have a cough? So you have to answer this way. Example. If you have a cough, what should you do, guys, if you have a cough? What do you think? Drink a cough syrup. All right? So, if you have a cough, you should drink. If you have a cough, you should drink a cough syrup. You have to make sentences with this. All right? Do you understand?
Yes.
Si no entienden una palabra, ya saben, busquen en traductor o diccionario. Eso me lo envían al correo, solo las oraciones ya completas. All right? Yes or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm taking the screen capture. Say hi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Log in the same link.